Ready? All right, we'll call this meeting to order. Would you please join us in a salute to our nation's flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. So let the record show. This doesn't sound like it's working. What? It's, oh. Carol, please let the record show that Supervisors Cassiola, Agizio, Barney, and Schifani are in attendance. Supervisor Fisher is here with us on the phone. She's out of town. In addition, Dawn Janus, our Township Manager, Jack King, our Assistant Township Manager, Sean Bukovinsky, our Chief of Police, our Fire Chief Ted Wolford, Dan Miller, our Southbridge Supervisor, Engineer Dan Dowseroth from Gateway Engineers, in Gretchen Moore's place, Rob Kaufman, I'm sorry. All right, at this time, we will take comments from residents. If you have any questions on any item on the agenda, please feel free to come up.
Evening. My name is Stephen Victor from Victor Wetzel Associates. 2.5 months ago, I filed an application for a rezoning of 416 Coleman Road. 1.5 months ago, your Planning Commission made a recommendation in favor of that Planning Commission, that suggested rezoning. That's a rezoning from R1 to R2. The reason they made that recommendation is that it's part of the comprehensive plan that this board passed several years ago, that the property is identified as a part of the development community, and that it should be used for medium density residential, which its current R1 zoning does not allow. For those reasons, I would encourage and request that the board not take action on your 5th resolution this evening to deny the rezoning, but instead please proceed to hold a public hearing so that we can hear from the general public as to their feelings on this particular rezoning. And hopefully the ultimate objective is to rezone it, but if we could at least do the first step of a rezoning public hearing, it would be much appreciated.
Okay, I understand your comment. Normally when we get a zoning request, or rezoning request, the board has the ability to schedule a hearing to consider it or deny it, or actually the ordinance even says it could be ignored. We don't like anybody hanging out there. I think only one person on the board, if anybody, expressed an interest to change it. So that's the reason that's up to at least put it to rest or have a decision one way or the other. Now, the board could vote tonight, and if they vote to disapprove this motion, then I'll work to take the next step.
Yes, I understand. It's all in your hands at this point in time, and you do have the right to deny this evening. You have the right to instead hold a public hearing and approve or deny in the future. I'm just looking to see if you would be interested in holding the public hearing. So,
okay,
thank you very much.
Anybody else?
Hi, I'm Paula DeMarc, 981 Baker Road. I was here in October. I saw on your agenda that I think it's the number 6th resolution in regards to the rezoning of the property that abuts Baker and Morganza, that you guys are considering dismissing that today, or voting to dismiss that rezoning request. I'm just going to say on behalf of the Baker Morganza neighbors, we definitely we are definitely supporting you not rezoning that property and keeping it residential as we stated in October. So just want to thank you for reconsidering it, and we look forward to your vote.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Paula.
Good evening. My name's Brian Kelly. I'm a professional land surveyor. I'm here for the Cayley subdivision. I didn't notice a sign-in sheet or anything. I just want to let you know that I'm here if there's any questions or anything regarding that plan when you get to that on the agenda.
Okay. Dan's always aware who comes to Anybody else have any general questions?
I'm sorry. I did not number those
Okay. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'd have probably messed it up anyway. Thank you, Dan. All right. I do have to read some announcements. Again, I don't like to read to you, but it's streamed live, and there are a lot of people that are watching it, so that they don't have a copy of our agenda. So our 21st annual Toys for Tots drive will be this Saturday, December 6th, from 9 a.m. to noon at our new Public Works garage on Klinger Road. Again, you need to bring any new unwrapped toy valued at $5 or greater, and they also accept monetary donations. Any checks would be made to the Washington County Toys for Tots. And also, our Cecil Township Historic Society is having their 3rd annual National Miners Day Appreciation Ceremony this Saturday from December 6th from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. at our Miners Memorial Park at the pavilion behind us right here. I think we have a flyer. Was this flyer out for everybody too out there? Did just the board get this flyer? Was there a flyer for everybody out on the table? Okay. Yours is color. Okay. But yeah, you have to read about the details of that if you're interested. On Sunday, December 14th, our Township Parks and Recreation Board will sponsor their 3rd annual Simply Christmas event from 10 a.m. to noon. Somebody here can tell about it, tell the residents about it. Carol, do you know about it? No. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know. Nobody else knows? Dawn, do you know anything about it? No, I don't. Sorry about that.
Jack.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jack. Jeez.
That's okay. As you mentioned, it is the 3rd annual event for what we call Simply Christmas. There's going to be some kids' activities. We are eventually going to have the Christmas tree put up in the out in the foyer, and they're going to make ornaments for the Christmas tree. There's going to be some events over in Generations, some cookie decorating, that type of thing. I believe Santa Claus and his lovely wife will be here to greet kids as well. It's from 10 to noon on Sunday the 14th. So it's going to be a good time. I believe there's going to be a movie being shown here in the main meeting room, and everybody is welcome.
Well, thank you, Jack. Our municipal offices will close at noon on Wednesday, December 24th, and we remain closed on Thursday, Christmas Day, and we'll resume on Friday at 8 a.m. on Friday, the December 26th. Also, the offices will be closed at noon on Wednesday, December 31st, and remain closed on Thursday, January 1st, and reopen on Friday at 8 o'clock. Our Township Board of Supervisors reorganization meeting will be held on Monday, January 5th at 7 p.m. here at the building here, followed by our monthly business meeting. We also have 3 short hearings scheduled for after that, immediately following our monthly meeting. One of the hearings is about considering that MUC ordinance, that mixed-use commercial. One is about solar ordinance that we have to consider. And the third one is just a text change for, I think it's just allowing hospitals in an SD district. So those are the 3 hearings that will follow immediately from after our business meeting. The township auditors, elected auditors will hold their reorganizational meeting on Tuesday, January 6th at 7 p.m. I'm going to use this one now. For resolutions, our number 224-2025 is considering adding the text change to the SD commercial land use category to include houses of worship on the Board of Supervisors public agenda for January 5th. Wait, I can't do that, Dan. The hearings after the hearings after the business meeting.
Yeah, this is just to put this on to it, Tom, that's all.
But this is for the agenda for the Board of Supervisors meeting.
Well, I think the intention was
Oh,
for the hearing.
okay, good,
Public
Dan.
hearing
Yeah, I know, I mentioned the other two last month, but this one,
This one needed added
it
on.
wasn't mentioned, that's right. All right, thank you, Dan. Is there a motion to approve adding that hearing?
So moved.
It's been moved
I'll second.
and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion carries. For item 225-2025, it's consider application number 2025-0022 for the Kaylee lot line revision.
Yeah,
the
this is, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
This plan, excuse my voice, I'm losing a little bit here. But this plan tonight is before you. It's really just a lot line revision where they're revising these lots shown in blue to be the new lot lines shown here on the perimeter. What we're ending up with at the end of the day is no new lots, just three lots of varying sizes based upon adding the properties to existing parcels. So there's, I believe there's at least, there's 4 different owners involved in this transaction. They've all will be signing off on the plan. The surveyor was here tonight if you have any other questions, but it's a pretty simple plan. We had some minor comments. We're still waiting to get a final plan back, but they've agreed to address our comments. That's it.
Heard you heard that. Is there a motion to approve this
So moved.
lot line revision? It's been moved. Second. And seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion carries. We can hear you loud and clear, Sydney. Thanks. For item 226-2025, consider reapproval of application number 2025-0010 for the CMH Meadows subdivision plan. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, this was just a simple 2-lot subdivision. It was delayed for whatever reason. Liz just put it back on the agenda for reapproval tonight. The board had already approved it in its form that you see here now, just creating 1 new lot off of Belgian Hill Road.
All right, any questions? Is there a motion to approve? Do I have a motion? I have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
It's moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion carries. For item number 227-2025, it's to consider denying the rezoning request number 2025-0018 filed by Canonsburg Supply and Equipment Company, property at the intersection of Shafani and O'Hara Roads. Is there a motion to,
Tom,
yes,
I'd like to make a comment before we vote on it.
okay.
Who and when was this decided to deny this rezoning of this property? Whenever we talked about it a couple months ago as far as changing it to MUC. Now, we're taking it out and we're not gonna consider the MUC at all. And I wasn't advised, and I don't think any of us knew anything until this came out on our draft, stating that you were denying the rezoning of the Canonsburg Supply and Equipment property at the intersection of Shafoni and O'Hara. Why and who put it on there?
Well, I can address that. Right after the application came in, again, where the board has a right to they could actually ignore it and not act on it, deny it formally, or actually schedule a hearing to consider it. The hearing doesn't necessarily mean you're approving it, but you could schedule to hear it. Well, I sent an email to all the board members asking, we have this request. I need to know if anybody's interested in having that request considered for a hearing. You were the only one that responded. So no one else responded, so I wasn't going to put it on the agenda for approval. And I talked to Gretchen about it, and the suggestion was if we don't act on it at all, it kind of leaves somebody hanging out there, and they just don't know what the intention of the board is. So this will at least formalize it. So that's where it came from. I sent it, and you were the only one that responded. So that's why it went on the agenda this way.
So being that nobody else responded, it just goes by the wayside.
No, the board's gonna, can vote. We're gonna give them a formal vote one way or the other tonight.
Tonight, either we're gonna deny it or we're gonna accept it.
Right, well, you're not, we would deny the application, the change. We won't accept it. If the board, if this motion fails, then I would call to set a hearing to consider it. So that's the next step if this motion fails. So that is the motion, though, as I read. Is there a motion to approve this motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 No.
No,
Carol, did you get that? The motion carries 3 ayes, 2 nays. For item number 228-2025, it's to consider denying the rezoning request number 2025-0019 filed by Northwest Land 1004 LP at 416 Coleman Road. That's the Claffey property. Is there a motion to approve this motion?
So moved.
So moved. Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. It looks like it carried 5-0, Carol. For number 229-2025, it's to consider withdrawing the township request to rezone properties along the eastern side of Morganza Road and to the intersection of Baker Road from R1 to MC. Is there a motion to approve withdrawing this application?
So moved.
It's been
Second.
moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Is there any nays?
yes, no.
I got
Lots
it,
of
Carol.
nay.
I got you. Carol passes 4-1. For number 230-2025, it's to consider application for payment number 4 and final for the Contract A 2025 pavement maintenance project, our liquid fuels contract, to Millie and Sons in the amount of $28,522.86. Is there a motion?
This is basically payout. The punch list has been addressed, the payment, the maintenance bond has been submitted. So all of the paperwork's in and we would recommend final payment.
Is there a motion to approve this payment number 4?
So moved.
And the final. It's been moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion carries. For item number 231-2025, it's to consider application for payment number 2, and it's the final for the Coomer Road realignment project to Independent Enterprises in the amount of $6,887.85 for work completed.
I'll make that motion.
So moved. I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Abstain.
The motion carries, Carol, 4-1. Item 232-2025 is to consider application for payment number 2 and the final for the work completed for the Cecil Township Public Works Facility or fuel station project in the amount of $52,000 to A. Graziani and Company.
Now, this was one of the final contracts hanging out there to be, pay off the retainage and address the punch list. They've provided the maintenance bond, and again, we're recommending final payment on this item.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
It's been moved
Second,
and
Second.
seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 The motion carries. Our old fuel station, Dawn, do we have a chance to sell that?
I made some calls today, matter of fact. I'm working on it.
The contractor did start demolition of the old municipal building. He's worked there for 4 days already, and he said there's at least 2 more weeks of work, and then it should be completed, weather permitting. Item number, do we approve that?
Yes, we did.
Okay. Item number 233-2025, it's consider authorizing the township manager to execute the deed for the land associated with the vacation of School Street and conveying the same to One Elm Partners LLC. This vacation was approved previously by the board in June of 2022, and this deed formally completes the transfer. And it is a little section when the post office was demolished. The school put a put us, made the street straight, and that little piece that's left, it's going to the business next door. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll approve.
It's been moved
Second.
I'll second.
and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 The motion carries. For item 234-2025, accept the resignation of Wendy Johnson from the Parks and Recreation Board.
So
I know nobody wants to see her leave, but we need a motion.
So moved.
So,
We can't,
second.
we can't keep her against her will. It's been moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 The motion carries. And along with the next, we're going to make sure, Dawn, we send something to the letter expressing our appreciation to them for the work they did. All right. For number 235-2025, it's to accept the resignation of Arden staff from the Parks and Recreation Board.
So moved.
It's been
Second.
moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion carries. And again, same sentiments about Arden. Our number 236-2025, it's to consider the adoption of the 2026 preliminary budget balanced in the amount of $15,027,000.43, and it does reflect no tax increase. And I was going to mention one other thing. We got a chart up here. Jack, can you just kind of just show a pie chart of where the money goes? One, I just want to point out one in particular. Where's my paper copy? When I first got on the board, most of our revenue came from real estate tax. And you can see in the yellow now, this 3.4 million is real estate. The rest of it, the biggest part, more than double or almost double, comes from the local enabling tax. So it's a big difference from 30-some years ago till now. That's how our budget is financed. And again, I've said this before. In case you haven't heard it before, it is an accomplishment to balance it without a tax increase. I always said that if you back in 1993, if you had a house and you gave the township a check for $125 for the taxes, short of you adding to that or adding a pool or a garage or enlarging your house, or the short of the county raising your assessment, you'd still write out a check for $124 today, 30-some years later. So I mean, it's the growth, and we consider it was controlled growth, but growth did help us to manage that so far. So I just want to congratulate the board on that too. Is there a motion to approve this preliminary budget for 2026?
Tom,
Yes?
are we going to break out the fire tax line
No?
and machine and road
No?
in general?
No, the majority decided it's still going to just remain in the.
So it's
still
all
gonna-
going to go into the general fund, and taxpayers won't have the transparency as far as what is allocated to the fire department.
Yeah, it's not going to appear in the tax. If they look at our budget, they'll get to see it, but $2,152,979 is going, as part of our budget for the police department, for the fire department. I know 4 years ago, we contributed $600,000 approximately to the departments. So we're moving to a paid department. I don't know if you've heard, but our 3 local volunteer fire stations, they've agreed to merge together to become one new 501, and they feel to be a lot of better working relationship, and we'll have a place for our paid firemen to work out of, and they feel that still will save money and without duplication of things. So eventually, probably in 2027, we'll have 3 substations, but there's still to be at Muse and Lawrence and at Cecil, but they'll be all under one new 501(c), and their budget this year or for 2025 will be that $2,152,000. So we've gone from $600,000 a few years ago to funding them, so we have a viable department with paid employees. So that's one of the large items of our budget for expenditures. Obviously, you can see the police, they're 24/7, 365 days a year. They're the biggest part of the budget. Then our public works we have over 110 roads to maintain. That's the second largest. And well, you can see the gray and the red. Can you read what those are? Insurance and debt and payments are $2,400,000, and then, as I said, our fire services $2,100,000. So, I mean, that's the state of our finances in Cecil Township. We will sometime. It's going to be scheduled to have a special meeting to adopt the final budget for 2026, sometime before the end of the year, and I think it's on the agenda.
It is.
Yeah, next item. So we adopted a preliminary budget, right?
No.
We didn't
No.
call for a vote? Okay, so is there a motion to approve the 2026 preliminary budget?
So moved.
So moved.
It's been moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 No.
Aye, the motion carries. Carol, 4-1, the vote carries. For item number 237-2025, it's consider setting a special meeting for, on Monday, December 22nd at 10 a.m. here at the Township Building for a final adoption. That's just kind of a formality. If we make some minor changes between now, based on residents' comments and things like that, we're able to do that and still adopt the budget. If there's any significant changes, then we would have to have do more at that hearing and advertise again, and then to adopt a new budget. But I don't know, based on the comments that we've gotten, I don't know that's going to change anything significantly that would change the numbers on our proposed budget. So is there, we have a motion to approve setting the date for December 22nd?
So moved.
Second. And seconded, moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 The motion carries. For number 238-2025, it's to consider awarding a 3-year contract from 2026 to 2028 for gasoline and diesel fuels to Chem Oil Company at fixed margins of .045 per gallon.
So moved.
That's where we pay a certain amount above the what's the,
Above the Opus, right, the Opus rate.
all right, it's been moved. Is there a second? I'll second that. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 The motion carries. For item 239-2025, it's consider the purchase and installation of a new communication repeater system from Lotimus Communications for a Public Works two-way radio system at a cost of $15,840.
So moved.
It's been moved
Second.
and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 The motion carries. Dawn, you have anything to describe about that for the?
Our, excuse me, the township's Public Works current system was hit by lightning this past summer. It took us a while to determine our options. The tower at the current site, which is on Burnside Road, it's not safe for a climber to go up and even mount an antenna. So we looked at some other options. We need a repeater. So we're going to locate this at the new Public Works garage at 40 Klinger Road. This includes the repeater, the equipment, the antenna, and all the installation associated with it.
When Dawn said the old tire that we used wasn't safe, and what's not our tire, we had rented that for years and years off of a private property owner on Burnside. For 240-2025, did we approve that?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
I made a motion.
Okay, it's moved. Is there a second?
Wait a second.
It's been moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 The motion carries. I gotta stop looking ahead. Item number 240-2025, it's to consider authorizing the execution of a settlement agreement between Cecil Township Municipal Authority, Chartiers Township, North Strabane Township, North Strabane Township Municipal Authority, and Canonsburg's, that's their municipal authority, and the Chartiers Houston Authority, which is, and also the Borough of Houston. That's the agreement where we're authorizing the Cecil Township to be in an agreement for a settlement they have on all those lawsuits that were happened with the three municipalities and the borough of Canonsburg on the finances of that plant. I think it ended with just authorizing the neighboring municipalities to have one non-voting seat on the board now. So I think that was the net outcome, but unless you have something to add, I know you know more about it than anybody. Okay.
No.
So that's gonna put that to rest, and I guess that's the best we could do with it. Is there a motion to approve that
I'll make
settlement
that
agreement?
motion.
It's been
So
moved.
moved.
Moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 The motion carries. For item 241-2025, it's to consider assigning distribution responsibilities to Fire Chief Ted Wolford for the 2025 foreign fire funds. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
So
It's been
moved.
moved
Second.
and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 The motion carries. For number 242-2025, it's to consider extending a conditional offer of employment for full-time probationary police officers in the township. Before I mention, I just want to mention that we have 4 vacancies right now on the board, so these next four items we're hiring 4 police officers. It's just filling the 4 vacancies that we have. I might mention 3 of the applicants here are local guys. So the first one is Christopher Bioni, effective Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025. Is there a motion
I'll
So
make
to?
that motion.
So moved.
It's been moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye, the motion carries. For item 243-2025, it's to consider extending a conditional offer of employment for a full-time probationary police officer in our Cecil Township Police Department to Dave Mears, effective Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025.
So moved.
It's been moved. I'll second that. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye, the motion carries. For item 244-2025, consider extending a conditional offer of employment for a full-time probationary police officer for the Cecil Township Police Department to Jack Camerson, effective Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025.
So moved.
It's been moved
Second.
and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 The motion carries. For item number 245-2025, consider extending a conditional offer of employment for a full-time probationary police officer in the Township Police Department to J.C. Hampy, effective Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025.
So
So
moved.
moved.
It's been moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, the motion carries. At some point, we will have them here to get them introduced to our residents that always attend our meetings. So we'll get to meet them someday. Hopefully not on the street. Item number 245-2025, it's to consider the Board of Supervisors minutes for the Monday, November 3rd, 2025 regular meeting.
So moved.
It's been moved
Second.
and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion carries. For our item number 246-2025, consider the general fund invoices from November 1st through November 30th, 2025.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 The motion carries. Okay, this time we will take comments from our residents. Please come up to the microphone so that we can get your name for the record, please.
Candy Wathier, Elm Drive. My question to you, Tommy, is can you please explain to me what the enabling tax is? The local enabling tax you talked about at the budget?
Yeah, that's our local tax. Yeah,
I'm sorry?
the earned income tax.
Oh,
and
okay.
Local service taxes,
Okay, I didn't know what that meant.
yeah.
Okay, my other question is, so For clarification purposes, the installation of the new communication repeater system, that is going to be on a tower located at the Public Works building, or is it going to be co-located on an already existing tower somewhere?
It'll be located on the building.
Oh, on the
There'll
building?
be a building mount, yes.
Oh, okay. And for the distribution responsibilities of Chief Wolford, since his presentation, and I know what foreign fire funds are, can you tell me the amount that is? Is that still like around 140,000? Okay. But now I know what it is. I don't even have to ask any more questions.
You know the amount, do you know what it is?
Yes, I do,
Okay, all
because
right.
I learned that at his presentation. And the other thing so the denying the rezoning request, I'm asking for my clarification as a member of the Planning Commission. And the way that the process works, before you decided whether or not you were going to have a public hearing, you said that you sent out an email and asked everybody if they wanted to go forward with rezoning that. Would that have taken place after or
No,
before the
if they
planning
wanted to
commission?
have a hearing, I didn't ask anybody if they wanted to
that's what I
rezone.
meant. I misspoke. So you sent out the email asking if they wanted to have a hearing. So that would have taken place after the planning commission recommended it? Is that how it worked? Okay, okay, that's all I want to know. I wasn't sure about that, so, thank you.
Anybody else have any general comments or questions? Anybody on the board have any new business, old business? I don't have anything, I don't know.
Tom, can I just say something really quick?
Go ahead, we can hear you.
That grant that I applied for the underpass in Lawrence was originally supposed to be decided November 18th. I found out at the beginning of November that they delayed deciding that vote or that any of those grants until January or February. I don't have an exact date. We haven't been denied it, but it hasn't been decided yet at this point either. It was like $2.8 million.
Okay, thanks for that update.
You're welcome.
Anybody else? Nobody?
What's the chances of this coming up again for this real property on Chiffoni and O'Hara Road?
Well,
I mean, if there's real interest.
well, let me tell you this. It was recently that we amended our ordinance. Our ordinance on rezoning request, it says that we could deny it or approve it. It didn't really say or schedule a hearing. It wasn't clear on the process. So for years and years, my years on the board, every solicitor we had always told us that you can have a hearing for it, and then you could approve it or deny it after the hearing. When Gretchen's firm came on board, she showed us the law. She said the township doesn't have to even respond to it. And they can actually formally deny it or said go ahead and set a hearing. So we amended our ordinance to be clear on it. So it's crystal clear in there, but it was just recent. And I think Liz understands now that she's really going to make sure, there's an interest to do it before she has an applicant go through and fill out an application and pay a fee and even go in front of the planning commission.
Okay, so this MUC and MUR that was put into place, when will it ever come for us to be able to use it in any of the places in Cecil Township so that we can get some commercial?
Well, we're always looking. If you have suggestions, bring it up, and we always.
Well, we have a suggestion right here on O'Hara and Chiffoni Road for
Right,
an MUC.
and it was considered.
And I was the only one that called in saying that let's move forward on this, or let's,
And in that email, I made it clear, I wasn't asking if you approve it, if you just want to even have a hearing on it to consider it. And like I said, you were the only one who responded, so that's how it ended up on the agenda that way.
so this isn't really a dead issue. This can be brought up again, correct?
Well, I don't know. If the majority tells me they want it on the agenda, then it'll be on the agenda. But it's all geared towards, it's a democracy, and that's how democracy works. The majority rules. So there was no majority. You have a right to talk to the
So
board
as it
member.
stands right now, that piece of property just sits there unless somebody else comes through, or they come back here and ask us, as a board, would we consider them moving in as a commercial, as an MUC, like that was originally, was on the books for Billy Ann's was looking at it long and hard.
But
And if they are still looking at it and made an offer, or whatever,
Darlene, the issue is, it's the zoning for that property has no bearing on what business could come in if it gets changed. Right now, if the board would change it to MUC, then that owner has a right to use it for any permitted use under.
that's under MUC.
Right, and we can't attach any conditions on it. So if we change the zone, it's that zone, it basically could be forever, but we can't attach conditions like, but you can't put a gas station, you can't do this or that. So you either change it or you don't change it.
What do we have to do in order to change it?
We just went through the process.
Well, I realize that. Can we bring it back up again?
I know you'll still work on us, Darlene.
I know
all
I
right.
can't beat you down enough.
There being no further business, this meeting is declared adjourned. Thank you. What? Oh. I gotta give Carol her pen back. I did talk to Liz about that too, to make sure that she definitely finds out. Unless-
This is what I wanted. The general
know.
fund, the fire tax, road machinery, the total tax up here, matches here, and there's the fire hydrant, the street.
I know, I like that,
I did too. It was transparency.
yeah,
It was transparency.
because it was a special tax. But I'm just saying, the majority rules, the majority does not want it.
I know, I
Okay, well,
realize that, but do they even